Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back to the 118th Congress. Yeah, I keep having 115th go from my head. For some reason, I keep having to remind myself 118th, 118th. Anyway, today we are looking at Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Horrible person. She is the representative for the 25th District of Florida, which contains Pembroke Pines and Hollywood, Florida, and is on the eastern coast of Florida. She is a Democrat, and before she took office, she was preceded in office by Peter Deutsch. Now, let's go ahead and look at who she is as an individual. She was born in Forest Hills, Queens County, New York on September the 27th, 1966. Graduated from Half Hollow Hills High School East in Dix Hills, New York in 1984. Graduated with a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida in 1988. Earned a Master's of Arts from the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida in 1990. Staff member for U.S. Representative Peter Deutsch of Florida, 1989 to 1992. Member of the Florida State House of Representatives, 1992 to 2000. Member of the Florida State Senate, 2000 to 2004, before being elected as a Democrat to the 109th and 9 following Congresses. So altogether, 10 Congresses, 20 years. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees she is on. She is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Agriculture, Rural Development, Food and Drug Administration, and related agencies. The Subcommittee on Energy and Water Development and related agencies, and the Subcommittee on Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and related agencies, of which she's a ranking member. And she's on the Select Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government. Now let's go ahead and look at her top 5 industry donors over her career. At the top, lawyers and law firms who have donated $2,332,591. Next, real estate, who altogether have donated $1,399,363. Next, retired, who altogether have donated $957,956. Next, pro-Israel groups, who altogether have donated $950,854. And fifth, health professionals, who altogether have donated $936,055. Now, let's go ahead and look at her top 5 individual donors and contributors over her career. At the top, number 1, we have APAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. They are a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the U.S., one of several pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the country that has been called one of the most powerful lobbying groups. It was founded in 1954 by Isaiah L. Kennan, a lobbyist for the Israeli government, partly to counter negative international reactions to Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year. AIPAC only became a powerful organization during its peak influence in the 1980s. In 2002, AIPAC expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, and in 2003, the Iraq War was defended at AIPAC events. In 2005, a Pentagon analyst pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. Until 2021, AIPAC did not raise funds for political candidates itself. Its members raised money for candidates through PACs, unaffiliated with AIPAC, and by other means. In late 2021, AIPAC formed its own PAC, and it was also announced plans for a super PAC, which can spend money on behalf of candidates. Its critics have stated, rightly, it acts as an agent of the Israeli government with a stranglehold on the U.S. Congress with its power and influence, and rightly, AIPAC has been accused of being strongly allied with the Likud Party of Israel and the Republican Party in the U.S. But there's a bitch AIPAC spokesman who has called this a malicious characterization, but as we know, he's a lying sack of garbage. Altogether, they have donated $544,252. Next, at number 2, we have Leon Medical Centers. And they are a leading healthcare services provider serving Medicare patients, saying that it's based in Miami, Florida, and they have Leon patients have access to 8 state-of-the-art conveniently located centers around the Miami-Dade area for Medicare, Medicaid, or both, or a senior or somebody with a disability. You may be acceptable to Leon Medical Centers. So, altogether, they have donated $208,900, and once again, that's Leon Medical Centers. Next, at number 3, we have Southern Glazer's Wine and Spirits. It is the largest wine and spirits distributor in the United States, with operations in 44 states and Washington, D.C., and its portfolio is 45% wine, 55% spirits, and it is the 10th largest private company in the U.S. in 2022, and was founded in 1968, and is headquartered in Miramar, Florida. Altogether, it has donated $196,383, and once again, that's Southern Glazer's Wine and Spirits. Next, at number 4, we have Haggard Law Firm, and it it represents the rights of people seriously injured through the fault of others, and is headquartered in Coral Gables, Florida, and was founded in 1972. Altogether, it has donated $152,450, and once again, that's Haggard Law Firm. Finally, in fifth, we have NextEra Energy. And they are an American energy company with about 58 gigawatts of generating capacity, 24 of which are from fossil fuel sources, revenues of over $18 billion in 2020, and about 14,900 employees throughout the US and Canada. It is the world's largest electric utility holding company by market capitalization, with a valuation of over $170 billion as of October 2024. Its subsidiaries include Florida Power and Light, NextEra Energy Resources, NextEra Energy Partners, Gulf Power Company, and NextEra Energy Services. Florida Power and Light, the largest of its subsidiaries, delivers rate-regulated electricity to approximately 5 million customer accounts, with an estimated 10 million people across nearly half of Florida, and is the third largest electric utility company in the United States. NextEra Energy Resources, together with its affiliated entities, is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from wind and solar. In addition to wind and solar, NextEra Energy Resources owns and operates generating plants powered by natural gas, nuclear energy, and oil. And as of 2020, approximately 41% of NextEra Energy's generating capacity was from fossil fuels and non-renewables. The company ranked 167th on the 2018 Fortune 500 of the largest U.S. corporations by revenue. It was founded in 1984 and is headquartered in Juno Beach, Florida. Altogether, it has donated $150,150, and once again, that's NextEra Energy. Now let's go ahead and look at the donors at a glance. Industry-wise, lawyers and law firms, real estate, retired, absolutely wonderful. Pro-Israel groups, boo, suck. Health professionals, okay. Individually, APAC, boo, suck. Leon Medical Centers, okay. Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, okay. Haggard Law Firm, NextEra Energy, okay. Yeah. If you weren't such a slave to fucking Israeli money, APAC money, and then kowtowing to their fucking position, it probably wouldn't be that bad. But no, you have to sit there and worship the money of APAC and other pro-Israel groups. You're not a good person just because you're sitting there going, I believe in Israel. It's not about the country, it's about doing what's right, about helping the people. And what Israel's doing right now is called a genocide. Anyway, this has been a look at Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who is the representative for the 25th District of Florida. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.